And we begin with tonight, which marks exactly a month since a 16-year-old girl and her unborn baby were murdered in a Phoenix park.
We first told you about Zariah Dodd last week. Now, 2 suspects in that case have officially been charged. 36-year-old Jarrell Davis and 18-year-old James-Gillett are each facing murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and obstruction charges. Davis is also facing gun charges as well as sexual misconduct charges because police say that he impregnated the teen. Police say that she walked away from her group home in Surprise on the night of July 4th. Hours later, she and her unborn child were found murdered at Maryview Park.
But there are many unanswered questions about when Zariah left the Sunshine Group home in Surprise and how quickly law enforcement was notified.
Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum spoke to a law firm that believes more oversight is needed for group homes all across our state.
16-year-old Zariah Dodd walked out of a group home 1 month ago, but loved ones say she had been through about 20 different homes, moving to the last one back in April due to her pregnancy. According to DCS, there are dozens like her who ran away from a group home.
It's another story that could have been prevented. Group home negligence here in Arizona is a crisis.
Olivia Lemorrocco, a spokesperson for Phillips Law Group, sounds off after our reporting on Zariah Dodd's murder. The firm is not associated with Zariah's case, but represents many families who believe their loved ones have been neglected in group homes across Arizona. The 16-year-old was reported as a runaway juvenile by Sunshine Residential in Surprise just after midnight on July 5th, about 4 hours after leaving the group home.
Our stance here is we investigate everything that we can. What has this group home done to prevent something like this from happening? Did they follow all the policies to make sure safety procedures were being followed?
Zariah was 22 weeks pregnant, found shot in the head at Maryview Park in Phoenix on the morning of July 5th. 36-year-old Jarrell Davis, the father of Zariah's unborn child, and 18-year-old James-Gillett each faced 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. Davis is also accused of sexual misconduct with a minor. Lemorrocco says underage girls living in group homes are vulnerable targets. What are the solutions that need to take place?
The solution is simple. We need better oversight. We need better rules. We need stricter boundaries for people who own and operate group homes.
I reached out to the Department of Child Safety to see how many kids are missing from state custody. As of July 29th, 115 children are listed as missing, abducted, or runaways. 66 of those kids specifically ran away from a group home placement. The founder of Missing in America Network tells me that kids in these situations are simply harder to find.
Once those teens, once those youth, even if they choose to walk away from their homes, even if they're in a great home and they choose to walk away, they're no longer safe once they step out the door.
DCS policy requires group homes to immediately notify the agency when a child runs away, but a specific time frame to report is not disclosed. A spokesperson says congregate contracts have clearer language defining when a kid is considered a runaway or missing, as well as expected reporting practices. Once the child is reported missing to DCS using a hotline, the Missing, Abducted, and Runaway Children Unit, known as MARC, assists law enforcement in gathering information about the child and providing contacts to try to locate them. Within 24 hours of receiving information that a child has run away, DCS must make sure that the child's parents, attorney, guardian, court-appointed special advocate, caregiver, or tribe must be notified of the disappearance. That information goes to the National Crime Information Center and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children no later than 24 hours. In the case of Zariah Dodd, her caregiver was emailed on the morning of July 5th, within that time frame, hours after she was reported missing. And at that time, she was already dead. I'm Justin Lum for Fox 10 Investigates.